The tale of two markets returns as lower priced homes perform well and the higher priced homes continue to sit on the market. I'm Tony with Clarkson Santora, and this is our real estate update for the week of Friday, September 6th. We know that buying or selling a home can be very stressful and confusing. That's why we do these weekly videos, so you can know how the market is affecting your options as a home buyer or seller. As always, let's start off by looking at how this week performed. There are now 42 homes on the market, down from the 46 last week, with the average asking price about the same at just under $2.1 million. 6 homes went pending, 2 more than the 4 we had last week, which is a good sign, more buyer activity. $1,829,000 was the average asking price this week, up from the $1,671,000 average asking price last week. 10 homes closed this week, 4 more than last week, with an average closing price of $1,814,000, up from the $1,729,000 average we saw last week. So that's how the market performed this week. And next what we'll do is look at the broader indicators that help us understand where the market might be heading. Obviously, before we do that, if you do find this information helpful, like always, I suggest you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can know how the market is affecting your options. And why not share it with a friend also? Everyone deserves to be in the know about their local real estate market. Okay, let's look at those broader indicators. Starting with inventory, which continued its decline in volume this week, down another 4 homes from last week, and it's been slowly creeping back down from its high. We are now sitting at an amount of inventory that is actually a little bit lower than we are used to be seeing at this time of year in a normal market. With the higher interest rates for the past 1.5 years, the low inventory numbers are the biggest factor that continue to maintain property values. Turnover numbers continue to be a bit confusing, however. Inventory continues to drop, like I just mentioned, and yet, even with that, more homes pending this week compared to last week, the turnover rate is stubbornly remaining below 3/4 and significantly below the 100% turnover rate we like to see. The market is slowing, but it's really significant in the higher prices. We'll talk about a little bit more about that when we get to the average sales price in a little bit. The over-under number continues to perform well despite the slowing market. It remains in the 1 to 2% over-asking range. We're at 1.3% right now. And what this tells me is that despite the slower market movement, the homes that are selling are doing so well, performing well and moving quickly. So if you are considering going on the market right now as a homeowner thinking about selling, you should either plan on pricing aggressively or preparing your home to show perfectly, or both, or be prepared to be patient with buyers who are taking their time to write on homes that they actually do like. Now, talking about sales price and the difference between higher and lower price homes that I mentioned in the turnover section, the average sales price, even though it is continued to kind of decline here, we did jump up a little bit this week. The market is noticeably slower, but it is affecting the higher price homes more than the lower price homes. The homes that are going pending are asking around 1.8 or less on average. But that doesn't really mean that the average home value in San Ramon is now down at that level. On the contrary, what it means is that people are more hesitant to buy up in value right now because of market uncertainty and interest rates, while the lower priced homes continue to move quickly, which demonstrates buyers are still very interested in our area. Part of that uncertainty is being ruled by the stock market. Specifically in our real estate market, the tech industry's stock portfolios took a big hit. They went on a 3.5% drop this week after rebounding from that July lull that we saw at the beginning of July.
the tech fund continues to dip, that will eat away at a large part of the down payment money that a majority of our buyer demographic rely on to afford homes here in San Ramon. Interest rates, however, stayed flat this week, which is a good sign, still sitting at 6.35% despite what this little downtick shows. This is a 3-year average, so it doesn't show as minutely the weekly movements. Ignore my typo about Twitter, I don't know. Twitter doesn't even exist anymore. While the 6.35% is much better than the highs of nearly 8% that we saw last year, it still isn't significantly low enough to jumpstart a more robust market when people are still locked into those significantly lower mortgage rates that they had just 2.5 years ago. So, my main takeaway this week is that we are back to a tale of two markets type of market. And what I mean by that is that the market performance is divided and behaving differently for more affordable homes compared to the higher value homes. Since the majority of homes active on the market are in the 1.8 million plus range, and those homes refuse to sell, it's holding back the turnover rate. However, homes in the sub 1.8 million range are continuing to perform well and helping to perpetuate bidding wars that keep the over-under number above 0. So while the turnover rate is down and the average sales price is in general is also down, it doesn't really mean that we're in a completely buyer's market. If you are a buyer looking for lower priced homes, I think you should be prepared to face competition. Meanwhile, if you're looking in the higher price range segment, I think it's safe to assume that you can take your time a little bit and be more intentional about what homes you are pursuing. Thank you for joining me for this weekly update. I hope it helps you understand how our market is impacting your options. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and ring the notification bell so you can be informed on how the market continues to shape up as we move into fall and winter. And if you have any questions about how you can navigate the stressful and often confusing process of selling or buying a home, leave a comment down below or reach out to us directly. We're here to help guide you every step of the way. I hope you have a safe weekend. I'll see you next week with a new update.